John Wick walks into a room of 80 armed men. He has a pencil, and somehow we already know how this ends. Well, I'm not here to talk about movies to you, but I am here to tell you what it actually represents because it's something that most people miss. John Wick isn't really a fantasy, he's a reminder of what the human body, your body, is capable of when it is trained, tested, and pushed through something real. All right. Follow me on this journey as I tell you the lessons that we can extract from John Wick. What's up, everybody? You already know who it is. Your boy Alchemy Fitness back with another one. So today we want to discuss about the body and how it actually works and what John Wick actually represents and how we could apply these same principles to our everyday lives. Yes, John Wick is one of my favorite movies. I actually like part one though. Part one is the best one. Maybe two. Three and four, they're okay, but you know what I'm saying? Just wasn't a puppy. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so if you notice the character John Wick, what really sets it off is grief, loss, and purpose, right? So that's the real reason why people transform. All right, so we can use the same principles uh, in our fitness journey, because the most powerful transformation doesn't come from wanting to look good on the beach. Actually, it comes from pain, whether a breakup, someone called you fat or fat shaming or something, like body shaming rather, or something or another, right? You trying to get back into shape or to feel better about yourself, you go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? And that's was the catalyst to get you to move was you lost something in the process. Now I'm not saying that you got to go out there and lose something in order to be great. That's not what I'm saying. But you can use that as fuel. And the fuel is really your why. So once you can understand your why, that's gonna push you or start the initiation for you to get to the other side of what you're trying to accomplish. All right. Yes, I'm looking down because I have my notes in front of me as always. All right. So when people are actually transformed, they stick to it. That's what really the transformation is about. And there's either one or two directions you're going in life. It's either you're running towards something or you're running away from it. You decide what type of person you want to be, but it says something about your character and your identity. All right. So like I said, fitness is deeper than just aesthetics. All right. So think about it. But what are the things that you want to have once you accomplish? Like when I ask clients, when I'm vetting them or trying to get some information, I ask them some of their pain points. Yeah, I want to spend more time with my children. I have more energy for my children, or I just don't like the way I look, or I want to be comfortable when I take off my shirt, both men or women. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that we ask them, and we use that as the catalyst or the fuel to get them not just motivated, but to stay consistent during their transformation process. And by them staying consistent, they actually are changing their identity. So you basically what you want to do is you know, um use your why as your pencil and use it as that. All right. Now I want to talk about the man who actually played John Wick, Keanu Reeves. He always has some good movies too. To me, you always tell about an actor by the roles they choose to play, because he has some good ones too. He had, of course, The Matrix, Bill and Ted when he came up. He also did Little Buddha when he played Buddha. That was a good one too. You know, what else he played in? But nevertheless, he's a solid actor. But what they say about him too, because and keep in mind he was about in his 40s and 50s doing the John Wick what do you call it, Enterprise or Universe, John Wick Universe. And remember, a lot of the time I don't think he had that many stunt doubles. But I remember seeing videos of him training, like doing jujitsu shooting at the range, learning how to handle a gun and different type of weaponry. So they say that he's very dedicated to his craft, and he didn't want to take any shortcuts. Although he's an actor, he didn't want special treatment. He really took it seriously, like learning how to cut the corners with the gun, how to enter a room, how to aim it. That's why it looks real precise when he's holding the gun and everything like that. It's like, yeah, he really trained like that. That's how professionals do it, and that's a salute to him because that says a lot. But I also gonna say a lot about you too. And one thing that says when I look at it is that you're never too old, you're never too out of shape, you're never too late to start. So Go ahead and do your thing, man. So the gap between what you where you are and what you want isn't really talent, it's not genetic, it's not reps. It's just showing up consistently. And even when it's boring. I know we like the glitz and glamour, but I did a video on it too about boring, boring routine gives you great results. Just keep being consistent and keep pushing forward and being steady. Even if you don't feel like it. So the point is Keanu Reeves didn't come become the character John Wick overnight. That's the whole point. And neither will you. It takes time to build into that person or grow, develop that person that you're trying to become. All right. So, about in the movie John Wick, about the Continental. Yes, a cozy place to rest your head. But really, the Continental really has a saying like, yo, be someone. And this applies to your fitness life as well. You see, because the Continental has rules. And the biggest unspoken rule in that world, in that type of underworld, is that you're either somebody or nobody. And I want to be a somebody. I don't know about you. I hope you want to be somebody too. So when you apply that to your fitness journey, you're making a choice. That's what everything is. Ain't that a beautiful thing? We all have a choice to make. I mean, man, free will is something, you know? But when you make that choice, you want to have the commitment to yourself, right? How many of us um break that commitment to ourselves? Therefore, you're gonna break it with others as well. Or are you the type of person to honor that type of commitment or you bail out? You see what I'm saying? When it gets inconvenient. So you have to decide what you want to do and how strong is your why to get you there. It all goes back to that why. And to be honest with you, when you take these type of responsibilities or these type of commitments, you're starting to shift your identity. Like I mentioned earlier, either you're running towards something or you're running away from it. And research actually says that people who attach their behavior to their identity are far more consistent than the people who rely on motivation alone. So instead of saying I have to train, like I'm someone who trains. There's a different um um attachment to it, or force to it, even in the words that we speak. You know, even if you don't feel like working out, it's a part of your lifestyle. That's why I tell clients all the time, it's a lifestyle shift that you're doing, right? That's why I don't I don't be too slack with them when they starting off, because you're still fighting your old self. So you have to be strict until you get it in a routine, into that type of rhythm. And I spoke about rhythms before. And if you read Napoleon Hill book, Outwitting the Devil, he talks about the hypnotic rhythm. So that's what you're trying to change, okay? So end of the day, be someone who moves your body every day, even if it's walk, do something 15 minutes, show up for yourself. You know what I mean? That's the way how John Wick shows up. He's like fully, he shows up fully, he's consistent, and he moves with intention. All right. And that's the key word right there. And there's a scene, of course, in part one that I love is when you finally get into the character before John goes on his killing spree, where the father tells his son, like, you know nothing about a man like John Wick. He's a man of focus and everything like that. He gives him that whole speech about John Wick. So focus is really John Wick's superpower. That's like the gun fu of the principal training. You see what I'm saying? So when we admired, that's what we admired about John Wick. We was like, yo, he's so determined. He has a purpose. Everything he does is, excuse me, I was sick. Excuse me, wow. I'm still making a mess. God. With John Wick, there's no wasted energy, no wasted movement. Everything is precise. And that's how you want to move in life and with everything that you do. So it's not doing 12 different things at once. He's fully present in each movement, reacting and flowing. That's where most people do the opposite. And that's why they're not as successful as they should be. Because even when I go to the gym, excuse me, and I'm watching people, right? In between my sets, of course. They're distracted, they're either scrolling on their phones, they're not really engaging in the movement in their exercises. I come in contact with some people, even some of my clients. They're always switching up their programs every 2 weeks, or they saw something on Instagram or some social media platform. They trying to do that to think what's better. You don't want to do that. You want to be a stamp and find something and stick with it. You know what I mean? So you want to, choose your lane, stick to it, and commit and fully execute it. That's why most programs are 12 to 6, anywhere from 8 to 12 to 16 weeks. All right. Then you can decide where you are, where it's not working. Then you can change it up. All right. So consistency beat variety every single time. All right. A good enough program done with full commitment will always outperform the perfect program done halfway. Consistency is the key, y'all. Train like John Wick. All right. One thing at a time till you get everything done. All right. So, in closing, I'd like to know which of the lessons that you find that resonates with you or that you feel like you can work on. Just drop it in the comment, whether it's the why, the consistency, the identity shift, or the focus piece. You know what I mean? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're looking for a program, definitely to get you the point A to point B, shoot me shoot me an email or click the link in the description, and we try to get you there the best way possible. And share this video with someone that you think that needs this as well. Like, comment, and subscribe. All right. Although John Wick is a fictional character, the principle he represents with discipline, identity, purpose, and showing up no matter what, those things are real. And that is a resource that is available to you, and it's really to all of us. So apply that to your next workout, right? And watch your body change. All right. This is Alchemy Fitness signing off. We transfer from lead to gold. Train hard, train smart, and train safe. Peace.